this is the Kaleidoscope Etch Art Creations Flora and Fauna. So this is one of those it's like a little drawing set. So what you do is, so you've got these sheets, and basically underneath these sheets is colours. And so what you're going to do is you scratch off the stencil, and as you scratch it off, it will look all colourful and pretty. And I thought that would be fun and would make some really nice noises. So let's get started. Okay, that's just like one colour so far. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll do these little feet first, and see how we get along. Okay, he's starting to get some colour at least in him. It's something. I think this is going to take a while. There's so much. this is messy. Wow, this is going to take a long time. Let's focus on this bit at the bottom, I think. This is a big project. We've been going for like 5 minutes and I've done like none of it. Should we try and finish this leg? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? I think looking at this, I think I'd be a terrible tattooist. I'm bad at following lines, and I'm getting bored like 10 minutes in. Could you imagine you getting your tattoo done and I'm like, nah, this is a bit boring now, do you want to do something else? Like, oh, whoops, that line's wonky. Sorry about your tattoo, mate. It was meant to be a squirrel, but now it's a kangaroo. Sorry, mate. I think I'd be out of business pretty quick. There we go, that one there. I know there's going to be some of you that are like perfectionists, and this is probably going to irritate you more than it relaxes you. If that's the case, sorry. You can, if you're in the UK, I got this from a store called B&M Bargains. It's a weird little store. They sell like everything, like toys and furniture and food, and it's all supposedly cheap. But like, I don't know if you've ever, like, if you have seen about, like, you know, again, it's going to be a very UK thing, so sorry if you're not UK, but we have pound stores, which I guess are probably like Dollar Trees or whatever they're called in like the US, and basically like everything's a pound, but it's like everything's a pound, but what you don't really, you think that's cheap, but you don't realise that actually if you'd have gone to like a traditional supermarket like Tesco's or Morrison's or Asda or something like that, like Walmart and things, that what you'd actually get is you'd get what you were after, but you get more of it for less. So you might think, oh wow, I'm getting these like 4 chocolate bars for £1, but in actual fact, if you were to go to the supermarket, you'd get 4 bigger chocolate bars for £1, if that makes sense. And B&M feels like that sometimes, where like you think, oh wow, this is cheap, but like when you kind of compare it to what you'd have got elsewhere, you actually end up getting like less. It's a weird one, but it's fun to walk around, and I went around it the other day and picked out things like this that I thought would make interesting ASMR videos. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy this because I've got like loads of stencils in the back, so I will happily do this for a few videos. Even if it is incredibly messy. I didn't realise how messy this was going to be. So some of the other like stencils in the back, right? So just like they're not things to trace. It's like you start with a blank sheet, and then it's got like stencils you can draw over to make up your own like pictures and things, which is pretty cool. I feel like I should be like targeting this a little bit more, like in order, because I feel like I'm doing it very randomly at the moment. Oh, this is so messy. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's like all the dust that I'm scratching off is just going all over my table. Okay, where should we move on to next? Should we keep doing his hands? I was never any good at like arts and stuff in school. It's probably why I became a filmmaker, because I don't have to physically draw, but I still get to be creative. I worry this is going to have to be like 100 parts. Or at the very least, it could just be one really long video. I know people like long videos. It's tricky though, because people like them, but the YouTube algorithm doesn't. So when you're like a small creator like myself, and you're trying to get a bit more traction on YouTube, because YouTube loves watch percentages and like completion rates, it's actually a bit harder to grow as a smaller channel putting on really long videos, because if you know, like I watch ASMR, so you know I'll quite often sit there and you know you'll try out a few videos before you find the one you kind of want to fall asleep to or relax with, and not every video is gonna suit the kind of your mood or what you're looking for. So what you end up with is a lot of people kind of watching like the first few minutes of a video and then moving on to a different video. And the problem is with that is what happens is that means that YouTube thinks that people don't like your video because they're only clicking onto it for like, you know, say you watch a minute of a 10-minute video, that's 10%. But if you watch a minute of a 100-minute video, that's 1%. So to YouTube, that video then kind of comes across as not very good. But I guess, you know, at the same time, if you did fall asleep to that video and you watched the whole thing, well, that's even better, because YouTube's like, wow, this video must be good. They watched all 4 hours of it. Or, you know, however long that video ends up being. So it's a bit tricky. I say nearly, still quite a lot over here. This is actually giving me quite a sore wrist. This is really difficult. Maybe we should have just drawn pictures instead of using one of these big stencils. So many mess. Okay, we're making progress. I think I will finish this bit of water, and then I think we will leave Mr. Squirrel there for now. Okay, look at that. Let's just do a little bit more around his eye, just here. Cool, okay. I reckon we are about a quarter of the way, maybe slightly less. There's a lot to it, isn't there? I think I'll try and make this only 3 parts. Because that way then we can see how cool it looks much quicker. Let's finish his nose. There we go. Okay, that's cool, it's going together. Let's leave that there for now. Thank you for joining me in this little Etch Art adventure, and I will see you in a few days' time, where we'll keep working on this, and I might squeeze in like a little role play before you see the